And it's Miss Marco. I'm here today to talk to you about why it's important to talk about our feelings. A lot of times people hold their feelings in, or they think if they don't talk about their feelings, they'll just magically go away. But we actually know the opposite is true. If you don't talk about your feelings, they tend to grow and then they tend to be out of control, kind of like a fire. I've used that example before. If you catch a fire when it's really small, think about like a birthday candle, right? That's fire. The candle's lit, and all you have to do is just blow, and the candle blows out, right? But if there's a wildfire, it's really hard to put it out because the fire just keeps spreading and just keeps causing damage. And our feelings are very similar. When we deal with our feelings when they're really small, they never get out of control. They're really easy to deal with. But when we let them grow inside our body by not talking about them, then they get more powerful. We give our feelings so much power over our bodies, and then they might cause us to do things that are destructive. So what happens is, I like to think about our bodies like they're balloons. So if you think about a balloon, it only has a certain amount of space. So we're going to use this balloon and pretend this is our body. So for example, let's say you wake up in the morning and you go to school and somebody says something mean to you. You're going to have a feeling about that. You might be sad or frustrated or embarrassed. And so your body is going to fill up with feelings, right? And this balloon's going to fill up with air. And then what's going to happen is maybe you go to recess and somebody says, you can't play our game with us. You're going to have another feeling. You might feel left out or lonely. More feelings. Then you might go into class and there might be a pop test, like a test about spelling. And maybe you're not good at spelling. And so now you're feeling nervous or worried or stressed. So your body keeps filling up with these feelings. And what would happen if I kept adding more air into this balloon right now? If you said it might pop, you would be right. Same thing's going to happen with our bodies. Now, our body isn't going to pop and break into little pieces, but it is going to explode if we let these feelings continue to grow. And the way people explode are by doing things like yelling or hitting or slamming doors or hurting someone or saying something really mean to someone. And those kind of things are things we want to avoid because those cause destruction in our relationships and they ultimately don't make us feel really good either. So, if we didn't want this to pop, what could we do? If you said let some air out, you'd be right. Because if we let some air out, is this balloon close to popping now? No. So maybe another experience happens, and look, I have more space for more feelings to come in. So this gets back to why we have to talk about our feelings. When we talk about our feelings, I know that makes a silly sound, it lets air out of our balloon and it lets our feelings out of our body. And then it makes room for new experiences and new feelings. And so when you deal with your feelings when they're small or when they first happen, they're not overwhelming. You can say to that kid that wouldn't let you sit next to them, you can say, that's not a nice thing to say to someone, or I don't like how you're speaking to me. And it deals with the feeling when it's little. But if you let that feeling grow and grow and grow in a week or 2 weeks, in a month, that feeling's going to grow so big that when you finally say something or do something, your reaction's going to be more out of control. So that's what we're trying to avoid. So let's work on talking about our feelings. It's always good to say, I feel mad. I feel frustrated. I feel disappointed. And a lot of feelings are probably coming up right now, especially with distance learning. And that's okay to say. I feel disappointed that I'm not in school and I can't play with my friends at recess. That's good to talk about it. Okay. Until I see you next time, keep talking about your feelings. Bye.